Now to our latest parenting playbook on pool safety. The CDC reporting drowning deaths were higher in recent years. And here with tips on how to swim safely this summer, Director of Operations and Aquatics for Penguin City Swim, Muneki Kamata. Muneki, good morning. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start out here with a little review. So what are some of the most important safety rules to keep in mind this summer?
Well, of course, water safety is the number one thing that we're interested in. We never want to leave the children unattended, right? We always want to make sure that you have a pool watcher. We want to make sure that those pool watchers are getting circulated every 30 to 45 minutes. You know, you don't want to get the parents are going to be tired. They're not going to be as focused on the kids. They might be talking to their friends and stuff like that. You want to move with the kids when they move to the deep end. You know, you want to make sure that you know where the more dangerous parts of your pool are, right? So the deep side of the pool is somewhere you always want to focus on when they're going in to do jumps and stuff like that. So that's always definitely something to keep an eye on. And of course, you always want to refresh on your CPR certifications.
And it's so important because we were talking about seeing this happen in one of the stories that we did right here on GMA, where we saw how parents really lose track of their kids when they're watching them and when they're swimming. So let's talk about when kids should start learning those lessons. I remember going to those lessons when I was a little kid, and they were so helpful. When should they start?
So at Penguin City Swim, we start as early as 6 months. I would say at 6 months, we're teaching them how to get acclimated in the pool, get their faces in the water, do some floating on their back. Around 2 years is when you want to start learning more formal swimming, where they're getting to move through the water themselves.
And if you're a parent and you're considering swim lessons for your kids, what are some things that you need to look for?
So in the instructor?
Yeah, just in general, like what type of swim lesson, instructor, like the types of different techniques that they're learning?
Of course. So with the swim instructor, I would definitely be focused on what their experience is. I know when I'm looking at instructors for our program, I'm looking at their experience, what kind of certifications they have in their background. Lifeguarding is always a plus. You're always looking for, their personality. So every kid has their own personality. Some are a little crazier, some a little bit more tame. So you want to make sure that, the personality matches with the instructor. Some instructors you want more to be patient. Other ones you want to be a little bit more strict so that they can learn how to follow rules and stuff like that.
And so you want to go ahead and observe a class as well. That's very important.
Of course. Yeah. So we always recommend that you come in and watch one of our classes so that you know what's happening in the classes yourself and you get to see the kids progress in the pool themselves.
All right. Well, Muneki Kamata, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We so appreciate it. All right. Thank you for what you do.